Yeah, there's this really smug, annoying asshole on YouTube called Space Quest Historian. And I know nobody's gonna watch this video and no one's gonna really care, but as someone who's a very huge fan of the series, I have to defend it because this guy shit all over it. And for what reasons he gave, I just thought were honestly pathetic, dude. So, without fucking with my camera too much, let's just cover this shit. Quick little backstory. King's Quest came out in the 80s. I believe it was on the Apple II it first dropped on back in like 86, 87, something like that. It's been around for decades, but it has had a lot of remakes. There was, that King's Quest that came out a few years ago on the Xbox 360, PS3, I think it was. Been a while. I'm not really here to talk about that though. I'm here to defend like the old ones. That's mostly what this guy covered was like King's Quest 1 through I think he played up to 7, but 7 came out in like 95, so definitely old. It's funny just how like many dropped in that short span of time. It's really crazy if you think about it. You know what I mean? Because like what Resident Evil 7 that came out just a few years ago, so it is kind of weird now that I think about it. But anyway, that's a good fart right there. This fucking guy, like, I don't know if he was just trying to be like an asshole for entertainment, but good lord, I mean, really, bro. His excuses that he had, calling King Graham a douche on drugs, it was like he was just trying to be a troll. I don't know, dude. I mean, again, this could have just been for entertainment purposes, but I just have to let you know if you're watching this, Mr. Historian, you're just, you're way off the fucking ballpark, bro. I don't know what it is. Like, if you're just not a fan of, I don't know, like, Kings? Are you not a fan of Kings? I don't know what it is. You are very overly critical, man. And I watched every single one of your reviews, and I thought every single one you did was completely unfair. Even 7, like, don't get me wrong, it was not a great game. But still, I mean, like, really, bro, it's just, it's so easy to attack a game like that, call it just an acid trip. But in reality, I mean, it was still a creative game. There were cool characters, interesting, to me, it was an interesting story, but to each their own. Point being is, dude, you're just such an overly critical ass. Like, what the hell, bro? Really, I mean, this series was incredibly innovative. It was one of the first adventure games ever made. And dude, just the way you crapped on it, I just have to say, bro, was really disgusting. And I'm surprised that the creators, what's her name? This guy actually had an interview with him. Like, what the hell? Roberta Williams and forget his last name. The couple who made this game, I, I would have told you to fuck right off, dude. Like, I'm just being honest. I would have told you to fuck off. I mean, to crap on someone's creation like that, I don't know what they were thinking even talking to you, bro. I just have to be 100. Um, Sorry, man. Sorry, I'm not sorry, but uh, it was just the reasons you gave that really pissed me off. And I understand the series isn't perfect, but I don't know, dude. Like, it's weird too, because I know this guy's a fan of old school point and click. Space Quest, I'm sure, has its flaws. I never really played much of the series, but it's a very old series, and I'm sure it does. A lot of old games are like that, and that's why I'm wondering, like, why were you such an overly critical douche, bro? You know what I mean? You're a fan of something like Space Quest. It was made by the same people. Like, dude, I'm sorry, but like, you're kind of an idiot, bro. I mean, really, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm baffled by this guy. Unless he's just a troll, unless he was just doing it for entertainment purposes. 90% of the reasons this guy gave for not liking a game was just completely retarded. You know? Again, like, it was mostly just calling King Graham a douchebag. you know? Uh, saying acid trip, okay, we get it, man. It's all a big acid trip, okay. Dude, so was the 80s. Were you even around in the 80s? You look like you were. I mean, you should know, homie. Jesus Christ. Cheese and rice. I'm telling you. Um, I mean, at the end of the day, I did have a good laugh. This guy is entertaining. But it upset me because I'm a huge fan of King's Quest. I don't get like this guy's hustle. He's probably a troll. Is he a troll? Like, for anyone that follows this guy, is this dude a troll? I don't really know. I tried watching some of his other stuff. I couldn't really hack it. I I'm sorry, just not for me, dude. Just not for me. But I will admit, okay, I did chuckle quite a bit. This guy is, he's somewhat funny and witty. But aside from that, bro, I could not stand those videos you made, brother. I mean, the opinions that you had, I I don't know what to say. Like, again, I know King's Quest wasn't perfect, but just for you to shit on it like you did, man, was really disgraceful. And I just I'm really at lack of words. I wanted to try to be somewhat fair in this video, somewhat open-minded, but it's really difficult. And guy, all I can say is this. Look, I know I shouldn't be one to personally attack. Okay, I only have a few hundred subs, but like, really, bro, if you're gonna be an overly critical douche, don't expect to ever really make it in the game. I think you have a few thousand subs. Your channel's not gonna grow if you keep being like that, brother. You need to learn to like try to be open-minded about things. I don't know, like, I'm still trying to think of more reasons he gave for this game, for the series, but it was mostly just, this doesn't make sense, blah blah blah. It's a work of fiction. I mean, don't you fucking get it, bro? It's a fiction game. I just I think, look, okay, I'm not trying to be mean here, so don't take it that way, but like, I think this gentleman might be like on the spectrum, and I've noticed that people who are like this sometimes they're just like overly logical to the point where it's almost like they're just trying to appear more intelligent than they are. Sorry, sorry I'm not sorry, but that's just how I took it. So I just, autism's a hell of a drug. I just we're gonna leave it there. Autism is a hell of a drug. But hey, you know what, bro? Like, I will just say this, just to leave it on a positive note. I do appreciate the fact that you admire some Sierra games like Space Quest. Um, I think you've played other point and clicks too from that era. And it's good to know that there are people out there keeping that stuff alive. You know what I mean? And, just keeping the old school alive. Showing it to younger generations, and that's great, man. Look, I give you props for that. Otherwise, though, I don't really have a lot of positive things to say. And I'm sure I'm sure it would be likewise for you. I'm sure you'd be like my trolls and say that I'm a virgin living with my parents, his room, he looks like an 8-year-old, like he's into 8-year-olds. That's what a lot of my haters say. And that's fine, whatever. I don't care. But I just have to defend one of my favorite series, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, Anyways, guys, if you haven't played the King's Quest games, I highly recommend them. My favorite personally is 2. Most people say 6 was the best. I'm just a King Graham guy. You know what I'm saying? Prince, what's his name? Forget his name. It's been a while. Is it Edward? Prince Edward? Well, he was Gwydion in King's Quest 3, but I forget the prince name. I just didn't care for that character as much as Graham. Graham to me was more alpha. That's why I prefer King's Quest 2, but everybody loves King's Quest 6, so I guess if you're going to play one, play that one, because that's the popular one to play, but 2 was the one for me, though. Just, it was a very adventurous game. Like the characters, Dracula at the end, that was amazing. Going to Dracula's castle, that was my favorite part of the game. So definitely recommend King's Quest 2. And I'll say this, like, Space Quest Historian, listen, bro. Um, Maybe just give them another chance. Like, maybe just try being a bit more open-minded, like I said earlier in the video here. If you can do that, I think you might be able to appreciate him a bit more. Stop being so goddamn logical. Really, it's a work of fucking fiction, dude. Okay? And again, I get they're not perfect games. Trust me. All right, King's Quest 7 was a disaster. You know, Roberta Williams, the fact that she won't just swallow her pride and admit that is kind of sad. But I understand the series isn't perfect, but you, my friend, were just a completely overly critical douche. And really, I think you owe Roberta Williams an apology. I do. I'm sorry, but I can't believe I cannot believe they did an interview with you. They must not have seen your content. I don't know, bro. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.